Hey guys, it's Amy and I am just excited to pop in and share some fun stuff. I'm going to share the Snail Mail Suite. This suite is part of the spring catalog and it's really fun. It's full of bright colors and really fun images. It's on page 54 of the spring catalog. And I'm going to show you the whole suite. I've got all the items from this whole thing. Which you can get by doing one item code here, or the individual items are listed on this page here. So I like to just get the whole thing. You get the bundle discount that way of 10% on the stamps and dies. And this stamp set has dies that match it. It also matches the large postage stamp punch. So it's kind of a double matching one, which is really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go through a couple things. So this is a card that you guys will receive a tutorial if you're on my email list. The March tutorial will have the how to do this card, but it's got the little snail on it and a little thing, and then it's got a surprise inside. Should I show you, or do you want to be surprised? All right, I'll show you. So it's got a fun little continuation of the envelopes from the front of the card onto the inside of the card, which is a fun little surprise when people open it up. And so, you know, it is nice to stamp and decorate inside your cards too. It just kind of keeps the fun going. So the stamp set has some fun little snail images, some fun words. This coordinates with that large postage stamp punch. This all have dies that go with it. Plus this little envelope has a die that goes with it. So I'll show you guys those. So all of the little snails and the mushrooms have a die. And then there's also some additional dies. Oh, I didn't bring the envelope die over. Anyway, I'll show you that. Anyway, the mushrooms here and this little letter don't have stamps that match them, but they coordinate with the images. And then there's an envelope die that cuts out the envelope, and it has stitching in it, so it's not just a plain thing, but it scores it so that you can easily fold it and create your envelope. Now you do want to use your bone folder when you're doing these to really crease those, and it'll make it stay easier to adhere closed. When you get this envelope die, this one is slightly shorter here than here, so this is going to be your bottom flap. The one that's a little taller is the top. So you fold them into from the sides, fold up the bottom, and then you can fold down the top and it goes over. Or you can leave the top open and put the little envelope piece that you can cut out with this in there that also has stitching on it, which is really cool. And then there's this postage stamp kind of piece. It's a square. I think it's square, close to square anyway. And it's got the kind of the postage stamp edge, and then it's also got the stitching on it. So that's a lot of fun. And then one of the other things that's really cool about this stamp set is that the dies also match the papers. So for example, the paper that has the hello, bonjour, and all that, that matches this die that matches the stamp here, matches that one, little word bubble. But it also matches these guys, and it doesn't matter which direction they go, you just turn it. So that's kind of neat. And then the snails also match on the bigger paper, not on this size. There's a pattern that's bigger. And I'll go through the patterns with you here too. Here's the pattern that's bigger. So this snail, which is the same one as in the stamp set, matches there. And then the littler snail from this other paper matches there. And then this funny little snail guy with the mustache. He doesn't have a die. If you wanted to cut him out by hand, you could. This one matches the mushrooms, which are on a different page, and I'll show you those. So I lied. I told you all the snails had a thing. And no, that's not true. All of the two of the snails have it. The bigger mustache snail does not. And then the mushroom images I think just the image on the stamp set cuts out. I don't think there's paper mushrooms that match that. There you go. And then these little mushrooms, they have like the holes and the embossed little areas, and you could layer them with the images or with the snails, so it's kind of fun. Anyway, let's go through the paper because it is really pretty and fun and bright colors. So this one's got the snail images. This little envelope die that's on here cuts these guys out like this little die, so that it cuts out these envelopes, both styles, just goes over them and cuts them out. So that's kind of neat. The back side of this is a fun little swirl design. And then, so that's with the larger snails on it. This has got the smaller snails. The little paper airplanes and stuff is fun. And then it's got like a little curly Q doodle kind of stripe on it, which is pretty. And the little call out word bubbles. And the cute little mushroom paper. And then big mushrooms, which you could totally cut out by hand and add on or just use as a background layer. And then this one, it looks like polka dots, but they're little tiny hearts, and they're the blushing bride pink color on the real red background. And then this one is just little rows of snails. They're really fun. And then it's really pretty like stitched stripe kind of rainbow colors. And it's got the Bermuda Bay, the petal pink, the blushing bride pink, the real red in there. So it's got some fun colors. And then this one is the postage stamp kind of design. And it's got all the colors in it. And this is one of my favorite papers. I don't know why. Just the cute, fun yellow paper with the little stamp images and packages. And it's just very fun. Let's see, we looked at that one. Did we get through all of them? I think we did. What's that one? We looked at that one. Yeah, so those are all the papers. And then the suite also includes the embellishments. It has these little heart embellishments. They're resin self-adhesive hearts, and they are white and real red. And hearts are good all the time, not just at Valentine's Day. I did use one on this little card, like as the little seal to the envelope. So they're just cute. They've got a little bit of dimension to them, but not so much that they'd be a problem to mail. And then there's a 2-pack of twine combo, which is the blushing bride pink twine and the white baker's twine. They're, about like a thicker embossing thread kind of weight, which is really nice because they're good for bows and accents without adding bulk to your projects. So they're easy to mail because it's snail mail, right? You got to mail it. Anyway, I think you guys will have a total blast with this card, with the whole suite and the fun things you can do with it. And thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.